You know, guys, when I started making a video about radios, I never in my wildest imagination thought that there would be 30,000 views on how to talk to other radios with a Rocky Talkie. I did it just because I was curious. And now you guys are just blessing me beyond measure. I just hit 1,000 subscribers tonight. And embarrassingly, my wife had not subscribed to me until tonight. So she kind of gets credit for going over 1,000. But you guys are awesome. I'm really grateful. I'm humbled that you're excited enough to keep watching my videos. So I will work on a video of every radio I own. But in the meantime, let me offer something to whet the appetite. This is kind of my go box. It has everything that I typically take with me on an adventure. This last weekend being Thanksgiving, there was a lot of family time, and whether it was my uncle powered paragliding or some of the boys out on their radios, I figured this pack would keep everybody happy. So what you can't really see is that there is a back pouch in here. In here I carry a Microsoft Surface with the adapters to connect to USB cables. And in here I keep all of my different programming cables. These will handle the BK Technologies, the M150, the P150, and the BKR 5000. These handle all the ham radios, all the random Icom, Kenwoods, a couple of Baofeng cables in there as well. And then here are all my Motorola's. These handle the APX lines for both the mobile and the portable, and the XTLs and XTSs, and a couple other random ones as well. But it's just handy to keep everything together in a kit. Right here is my BK KNG2 command, and I carry this one around a lot on my adventures because if there's a CAL FIRE incident nearby, it's kind of nice to know to avoid those areas. But this one, more than anything, is used as just a listening tool. Occasionally I'll use it as a marine radio, but for the most part, this is just my CAL FIRE listening radio. XTS 5000 in VHF, and I'm kind of cheating because I am using a APX VHF antenna. In my tests, it works just fine. What I like about the XTS is it's $300 versus thousands, so I'll usually hand this one out to somebody else. We'll get into this a little bit more. A frequency grabber. If your buddy has a radio, he doesn't know how to program it, but he has a channel that he wants you to talk on, this thing's really cool. When you power it up, put it next to another radio, and what orientation am I going to do this in? And there, 159.72, pretty sweet. Also has the CTSS and the DS in there. So I carry two VHF XTSs just because we can use the off-road channels and a few others. Various RSMs. Most of these fit on the APX line. I do carry my trusty Icom T70A because my uncle uses these exclusively when he is flying, and it's really great to be able to have the exact same radio. In case there's an issue, I can go through the menu items and work it out for him. Okay, so let's get into the Peltor Comtacs. So I recently picked up a couple of Peltor Comtacs, and these are not the Amazon version made in China. These are the genuine thing, and I love them. I think they're amazing. When you're sowing freedom seeds, or just needing some hearing protection, or you just want to talk very clearly in a loud environment, they are awesome. It is important to note that you can get commercial and you can get NATO wiring, and they are different. But you can get a handy patch cable on Amazon, super cheap. I hate using patch cables, by the way. This was an oversight when I ordered it. Peltor Comtacs are noise canceling, and so they will either amplify noise, things that you want to hear, or you can adjust the volume and the amplification up or down, and there are a few smart listening modes. They also have a really cool feature where if you are in close proximity to another Peltor ComTac of the same generation, it has a very low intensity wireless communication between the two. It works like an intercom, and you can override the intercom with this built-in push-to-talk, but the built-in push-to-talk is only for the intercom, not for the radio. I just have these little Velcro keepers, keep it on, but it's awesome. Because I don't know who I'm going to be talking to, whether they are using GMRS or any kind of other radio, I always like to bring, you know, a couple of APX 8000s, because why not? So APX 8000, APX 8000, APX 6000 VHF, APX 6000 UHF2, APX 7000 VHF UHF1, I believe, and then another APX 6000 V. Yeah, nope, this is another 8000. So I couldn't remember what I put in my kit. I always keep a couple of extra batteries. These are for the BK Technologies. These are the AA clamshells. These are rechargeable. You never know when you need to go with a covert earpiece with your family around. Just saying. Spare APX battery. My Bluetooth push-to-talk setup. Another adapter. And of course, we get my favorite Rocky Talkies. Again, if I'm going to hand off a radio, it's either going to be the XTS 5000, which is relatively cheap, all things considered, or a Rocky Talkie. These are the brand new GMRS versions. These are the traditional FRS versions, and they do talk to each other, which is pretty cool. Another remote speaker mic that goes with only a version BN 6000 or an APX 8000. The distinction is this: whether it has 3 dots or that little circle bit right there. If it has the circle, it typically will work with the more modern remote speaker mics. This one actually belonged to, this one I bought for my APX Next, and it is just a sad reminder of dealing with unscrupulous people, and eventually I'll learn to forgive them. This is a rugged radios headset for off-roading. It works pretty well. I can use it with some of these other push-to-talks just in a noisy environment, and these will fit on different radios. Now this one's kind of cool. I actually now have a way to connect the new Rocky Talkie to a headset. Bought this off Amazon. I'll try and post a link below. Off-road wired. It's funny, they all have the same plug style. This 1/4-inch plug. This is off of an old telephone switchboard style plug, I think. It's the same one used in helicopters, NATO, local law enforcement. And the difference is the crossover. So this adapter or the other one. But if I use this adapter, I can connect my Rocky Talkie into a Peltor ComTac, which I think is pretty awesome. If I don't use the adapter, then I can plug it straight into an off-road style headset or helmet. And that's pretty cool. I still haven't figured out what the technical definition of this connection is. The manual says it's an M3, and when I looked online, there are a lot of different M3s, and this does fit, I think, a Retevis radio, or however you pronounce that, but I still can't get a solid answer on it. When I do, I'll let you know. Oh, and then there's, of course, the tan one that looks like an SRX, but it's really just a VHF with a VHF stubby, no GPS antenna. I am just blessed that you guys are this interested in what I'm interested in. Thank you for sharing your time and your viewership with me. If you have desires of what specific things you want me to address, just let me know. I would love to make more directed videos. But for now, a heartfelt thank you. I appreciate y'all.